This is Stu Sharpo. Hello, welcome to MCC Insight for MCC 34. And here's the banana coming in.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, we are not gonna judge, the costume. So, hello guys.
Don't judge the outfit.
Yep. So we are here. It's a little bit early, I'd say. Well, not a bit early. I was very busy in flying yesterday, so that's why there's no insight. But here we are now, around a good roughly time for the British lads, and for people who are in the US, good morning. You're watching.
Good morning.
Watching MCC, and yeah, it's a couple of hours, as you see on the top left corner. Around 5 hours before MCC 34, and there's a lot to go through. We're gonna go through the predictions. We're gonna go through the top three of each game, and then we're gonna discuss the update video, which is quite controversial to say the least. So
yeah, it's gonna be an interesting MCC to say the least.
Yep. But first, we're gonna recap the teams real quick. We got Five Breath Man, Michael Michu, Ranbu, and Shobo for Red Rabbits. Punch, Captain Swako, Small Speeds, and Kara for Orange. And Frost, Bad Boy Halo, Braika Rocky, and Skeppy for Yellow. Awesome Dude, Hannah, 6 Rose, Pizza Hut, and Gumi for Lime. MC Gaki, Polbot, and Tubbo for Green. Sapnap, Oli Gamer, Shadow 666, Wilbit's Cake for CYAN. Five Fruit Berries, Eret, Solidarity for Aqua. Jojo Solos, Scott S. Majors, Gemini Tay, Orion Sound for Blue. Lumina, Volleybell, Martin Lilywood, Good Times with Scar for Purple. And the Pack, Big Star, Peston, Jerome SF, Beijing Canadian for Pink. Yeah.
Yeah, a stacked MCC to say the least.
It is actually, it's actually a stacked one to say the least. And also, I think I mentioned in the team announcements videos, not videos, streams, that it's new chemistry for some of the teams. You don't expect Pete to be with Hannah, for example. You don't expect Raika Rocky to be with Skip Halo. So
yeah, it's gonna maybe make some new friendships. It's nice to see them changing up the teams, getting new people teaming with each other, and I think it'll make it really entertaining. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Yep, indeed. All right, so it's time now for the predictions. A couple of days ago, last couple of days, people have been making our predictions, our predictions, and central predictions, and Discord predictions, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna talk about the predictions for this event.
Let's go.
So, here's the community predictions. So you can see right there, we got r/MCC, we got CBK, and Frost and Orange Sound. 4 people this time when it comes to, 4 sets of predictions for this time around, because I think I didn't have time to gather the details. But here are the predictions for the community, MCC community. We got r/MCC with Lime and Purple tied for first, by the way, so pretty interesting on that. This is based on the average 10 predictions that I just yoink from the predictions post. So CBK with Red Rabbits for first, Aqua for second, and Frost we got Orange for second, Purple for first, and Ollie is the same story but flipped around. Average wise, Lime Lamas is in second place, Purple Band in first place, and then from that, Orange, Cyan, Red, and then is it a tie? It's a tie between Red and Blue. So Red, Blue, Aqua, Yellow, Green, and Pink. Pink with an overwhelming 10th for the community predictions.
I'm just saying, predicting Lime in second, if we get another Lime win after they haven't won ever, and if we get 2 in a row, that would be insane. Wait, not 2 in a row. Is it 2 in a row? They won Rising.
Yeah, the one Rising. So if it's 2 in a row in terms of offense, but canon offense,
it's 1. And it would be nice to see a Lime win, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's time now to review our own predictions. You can see right there. Yeah. We got the Discord predictions. A post was done. Message was sent on Discord gathering the predictions. So if you want to join our Discord, please feel free to do so. We got a lot of things that you can engage on, including our upcoming event.
The Central Game Night. Let's go.
Yep. So you can So there's details on that, and then also predictions you can see here right now. That's one set, and then we got all the central crew members except for like maybe some fail. So you got here Ajax, Lebanana, Salkin, Obanish, Aqua Dragon, Ripcord, myself, Mega Ultra Fate, and then Beast Place right here. Pretty much a look at the bottom, like it's just
Yeah, it's who knows, maybe the pack can surprise everyone though.
yeah. So let's reveal 10th place, shall we? 10th place here we got, of course, it's just the pack. Like, what do you expect at this point? So let me get this sorted out. Thank you. There you go. So Pink Parrots, the pack. What do you think?
Vicstar, of course, was extremely dominant in the beginning of MCC, but as we know, the competition has gotten a lot better and he hasn't played in ages. So it's understandable they predicted 10th. Preston has a bit of experience, same as Jerome, but Beijing is new, of course, so that could be a struggle, having the least experience of all the teams. But who knows, it's MCC, they could do anything really.
Yeah, and also like with the update video changes, it doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later, but yeah. So, now let's get on to 9th place. You got Yellow YAKS with Riga Rocky, Skeppy, Bad Boy Halo, and Frost.
Okay, so like this is of course Frost leading a team is deadly no matter what the team is. Geppy will probably sleep in, who knows. he's probably asleep right now, gonna be asleep during MCC. And of course Geppy, Bad Boy Halo, we love when they team. And Ryga is a really solid player, he's probably gonna get top 20. So honestly, Frost leading, they could get top 5, but with the predictions and just like in general, it's looking more likely that they'll be a lower placing team.
Yeah, I think they may consider like MCC 31 in pink, like, you know, they placed 9th, something like that.
Yeah.
So like it's you know, understandable in a way. And I think they may throw, who knows really, I don't know. It depends on MCC day, I'll say the least. Alright, 8th placed, we got Blue Bats.
So this honestly, I was expecting Blue Bats to be a lot higher, because the Orion sound has improved a lot recently. Jojo Solo is of course a great leader, an S tier player, and you know, just having Jojo on a team is really OP already, and having Smaja, Orion, and Gem with them is pretty good. So like compared to the other teams, it's kind of understandable why they're this low, but you know, it's MCC, they could place higher.
Yep, indeed. And I think like Blue Bats, even though they said themselves that, oh yeah, they placed 10th, Reddit said they placed 10th, but I think like 8th place could be a comfortable spot. Maybe because of Gem and Ollie together. If you saw like MCC 24, they are together and it was disastrous in a way. But then it's also because of chemistry, like 5 up.
Also, chat just pointed out and reminded me, Jojo is gonna be drunk during the event, so who knows, maybe the drunk buff, like Fundy.
Yeah, drunk buff maybe, pause champ, so hey.
Maybe.
Alright, so 7th place, we got Green Geckos with Gaki MC Purple Turbo.
Okay, so as we've seen in the past, Purpled somehow got to dodge Bolt twice with like bottom 3 teams that were predicted bottom 3 at least. So even though everyone predicts them very low, who knows, maybe they can like dominate and still win. It is Purpled after all. Of course, I predicted them pretty low still, but you know, it's MCC, it's Purpled especially, so they could win. They might surprise us all.
Yeah, just to point out as well, like past teams, I'd say for Purple, you know, it's the same style as this team, so maybe they could place higher, I should say the least.
Yeah.
So yeah. Alright, in 6th place, we got Red Rapids.
Okay, so of course we have 5 Breathman, one of the most dominant players in MCC right now. We got Michael McChill, the Ace Race fanboy himself, Shovel and Rambo. Now, Ranbu has been performing really well recently. He could get top 10 this event, although there are a lot of strong contenders. And, you know, it's Fire Breath, man. You could see this team easily getting dodgeballed, but compared to the other teams, I think it is kind of weak. That's why it is lower down in the rankings. But 6th place isn't too bad, and once again, it's MCC. They could place anywhere, really.
Yeah, and also just to point out as well, this team may be a little bit chaotic in a way. Ranbu may pull up some shenanigans again. Who knows, really? But
Yeah.
like Five Breath Man, like we got like the definite like top frogs like Anfrost, Five Breath Man, Purple, and all that kinds of people who are, and Fruit Berries actually as well. So maybe like they have to fight it out for top placements and such. So yeah, for those who are in chat, if the audio is good, please tell me. If the audio is bad, please also tell me, because I'm also like experimenting on audio settings and such. Alright, 5th place for the top 5, starting with Lime Llamas.
Okay, so of course we've got Pete and Gumi who have recently started dating. Congratulations to them. And they're on a team straight away. So that's great. The chemistry is going to be really good. And then we got Hannah too, who's an extremely good mechanical player. Although she hasn't done the best in MCC, but I feel like she could easily get top 10 with Pete. And of course Sam. Sam's a great player, especially for more team games. Not necessarily PvP, but this team will still dominate in PvP as there's Hannah and Pete. So, pretty strong team.
Yeah, and Sam, like in Scuffed, he's very good at bingo. So like this
Yeah.
team is advantageous in a way, and I think bingo has a potential to be a high scoring game now. Because, well, it's technically also a high scoring game, but it's even more higher now with like new changes that we're gonna talk about later on. So like, man, really.
Yeah. They could really do well if that's played later.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Someone in chat said, I didn't know All Sam hasn't won. In terms of canon events, yep. In terms of if you count everything, he technically won Scuffed. So, yep. All right. 4th place, we got Aquaxolotus with, well, Fun said this is broken, but I don't know how broken this is actually.
Yeah, so of course we have Fruit Berries, who's been on a roll recently. Got 2 first indivs. He's going to be going for the hat trick. And honestly, it's like a really competitive MCC with a lot of good players. But it is pretty likely he can do it. With Skyball being in, of course, Fruit Berries' best game, or at least one of his best. And then having 5 up to back him up is a pretty OP duo. And then Erit and Solidarity as a 3rd and 4th is really good. Solidarity is like a hit or miss. He either gets top 20 or like 40th. So, but teamed with Fruit Berries, he probably will get a really high placement. So, understandable why this team is so high. I think they're pretty good, and they could win. They could not. There are a lot of other teams, but yeah, pretty good team.
Yeah, and Solidarity is again like new chemistry for Solidarity, because some of these people, Jimmy, Solidarity have not met yet, so this would be very interesting to see in action.
Yeah, it would be.
Yep. Alright, missing out in Dodgebot, we got Orange Oslets. Wow.
Okay, so everyone has been doubting if Punz is an S tier, but he just outfragged Sapnap on his own team and got a 4th indiv. So 100% he's S tier, of course he is, I've never doubted it. But now he has teamed with Smallish Beans, an S tier contender, a very strong A+ tier. So like, understandable this team is so high, and his Captain Sparkles and Kara Corvus, they're both pretty good. Captain is like potential top 10, maybe not in this event. And Kara is a really good support player, a good team game player. So it's a really good team, and I see why they're in 3rd.
Yeah, and I think Captain Sparkles, Karakovas have history before in the past events. So yeah, it's nice to see them
Really
again.
good chemistry.
And has like good solid skills. What you saw Kara in her last event. She was like improving in a way. So hey, maybe a win for this team. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
possibly.
2nd place, we got what you expect, CYAN Coyotes, man, it's the Squidcraft reunion, this it.
Yeah, so this team I didn't expect to be predicted top 2, but they are, which is kind of understandable with Shadoon and Sapnap on the same team. Of course, we've seen this duo before. They didn't win, but who knows, maybe this is their redemption. Sapnap got his 6th win, which is insane. He's going to be going for a 7th, of course. And Shadoon, S tier mechanics, potential S tier. Velvet usually does really well when teamed with good players. And Ollie is a really solid around top 20 player, so it's a really strong team. Understandable why they predicted 2nd.
Yeah, cause like sometimes it's like, I think for some people a hit or miss, let's say, cause Ollie sometimes does well, sometimes does not do well, and same applies to Shadoon as well. But I mean, literally Shadoon was played in the other event yesterday, so yeah, I'm currently checking on his Twitch. I mean, you know, let me check the past broadcasts he's done. I mean, he did some variety of things, speed runs and such, but not necessarily MCC oriented compared to last time, where he literally is like full on practicing and it paid off. So I do not know how this team's gonna do. Could be good or could be bad, I'll say. Alright, and now, final team on top
for first place.
Purple Pandas.
Now, this reminds me a lot of Wally Bear's first MCC when he was teamed with Purpled. Just instead of Purpled, it's Illumina. Now, Wally Bear did insane, got 4th individual in his first MCC when he was teamed with an S tier. And now that Wally Bear has more experience and is teamed with another S tier, I could see him potentially getting top 3 with Illumina. So it's understandable why this team is so high up. Of course, Illumina has been having like a rough patch recently, not doing the best, but he has had weaker teams recently. And now he's teamed with In the Wood, Littlewood, and Wally Bear, and Scar, of course. Scar first indiv incoming. So it's understandable this team's in first place for predictions, and we'll see how they'll do later today.
Yeah, and according to Scott, Wally Bear and Illumina is actually statistically balanced. Actually, that's a fun fact.
Yeah,
because
technically.
Yep, Illumina has unfortunate events. Wally Bear has unfortunate events, so now it is technically balanced. It's totally not broken or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
Illumina has not been practicing. Well, he did some SSGs, so
yeah, he did do quite a bit of SSG, and like, he's Illumina. As long as he's warmed up, he should be able to do pretty well at least.
Yep, indeed. So yeah. That's our predictions, and if you wonder who the top frags are, I'm gonna scroll down to the right here. So we got Vicstar for the top, well, for 10th place. Frag. For the top frag, maybe Swap Preston. We got Anfrost, Jojo Solos, Purple, Fire Breath Man, Pizza Hut, Fruitberries, Puns, Sapnap, and Illumina for the top frags right here. Alright, so that's, we gotta rotate back here. So that's the predictions. Off-camera practice exists. That's true. People can practice off camera, and you guys see only like 50% of the potential that they have. So it's time now for some top 3. I'll say the least. Let me find a pseudo music. So if you look at on the left, this here, as revealed in the game stream, we discussed the top teams for each of the games. We're gonna run down it real quick because time constraints and such. We got Pick Up But Fast, which is orange, pink, aqua. Grinners, we got pink, blue, green. Hornball, red, aqua, and orange. Meltdown, we got pink, cyan, and purple. Poco Tie, we got pink, cyan, and purple again. Poco Warriors, pink, cyan, red. Sky Battle is cyan, yellow, aqua. Sands of Time is yellow, lime, blue. To get to the side is red, lime, green. A note though is that pink stats are very inaccurate because it's based on season 1. So take that as a grain of salt. What do you think, Ray Banana?
So obviously the elephant in the room is pink first in pretty much everything. Now that's very unlikely to happen, but who knows. Secondly, purple barely up there, like 2/3, and that's it. So statistically, maybe they're not as strong as people think. But then again, Illumina has had a lot of bad events, so who knows, maybe he can pull it back. And of course, you see CYAN doing well in a lot of games. And yeah, honestly, it's quite an even matchup for all of the games. The teams are balanced really well. We could see a lot of variations between who gets top 3, and I like it that way. It adds more competition and it's just more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and I think like CYAN, like that's why they are predicted in the top 2, because look at them, like in Meltdown, Sap Damage Potential, Parkour Attack, Parkour Warrior, and Sky Battle, like they have potential. But the surprising thing is, as you said earlier, Purple is like only 2 games in the top 3. So
yeah, it's really surprising.
Yeah, really surprising. But that's how stats work. Thank you to Aqua Dragon for the stats that was shown earlier in the game stream. If you miss any of our streams, YouTube page it is. You will see us discussing the games as well as the maps and things for the games announcement on Wednesday. So you can watch that as well as the team announcement streams, team reactions, all the kinds of stuff in MCC Lab. Oh, in MCC Central. Why do I mispronounce the thing? Okay, cool. All right. Now, it's the time for the update video. So yesterday, Nox Crew released their update video for MCC 34, and it's by far, I'd say, the most controversial one that I think I've seen. Here's, if you have not been aware yet, here's the update video.
Hello and welcome to the MCC 34 update video.
I'm hearing wedding bells chiming for this one, because this event we're bringing you something old, something new, something borrowed, and something... YOUTOOS?
YOUTOOS did send us something rather cryptic for this event this week. What could it possibly mean? Guess we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to find out.
On to something new. Hop onto the ferry to MCC Island and you'll find that Season 2 Neon Galaxy has kicked off. It brings with it a brand new seasonal event as visitors from beyond the stars land with some interstellar swag. Alongside this, we're launching MCC Plus and private lobbies, allowing you to finally run your own MCC private games with your friends whenever you want.
Speaking of borrowed, Sky Battle Sandyland is getting a small remix to its loot system. Scattered around this map, you'll now find chests from MCC Island filled with gadgets and goodies. Better get practicing with those levies, sparks and orbs, and we can't wait to see what awesome plays will now be doable in the event. Now, let's throw over to Stefan for something old.
Bingo But Fast is back. Since Bingo was introduced back in MCC 1, it's had some minor tweaks here and there to make the game a bit faster, but since then the game has been buried deep in the MCC vault, waiting for the time when it would be able to take center stage once again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. Bingo But Fast has officially broken free of its lockout roots and has been given a boatload of new features to boot.
What better place to start than with the new Bingo card? It's been completely redesigned to be easier to read, so now anyone watching on their iPod Nano can play along at home. Items should be easier to tell apart now, and the name of the item is included on the card just in case you haven't kept up with these newfangled additions. Items can now have quantities too, so you might need to collect more than just one of something for the box to complete.
Alongside this, we've added challenges. Some items have been completely replaced with challenges for you to complete. These tasks will have you traveling the world and working with teammates, and add a completely new dimension to Bingo. Some require a bit of teamwork, so make sure you have your teleportation pearl quick to hand. Scoring has also received an overhaul. Since MCC 1, we've got letters from thousands of grandmas asking us why getting 5 items in a row isn't rewarded in a game called Bingo, but thankfully, that changes today.
Getting any 5 items in a line? That means a row, a column, or a diagonal will give you a huge line bonus. This means you'll want to think tactically and make sure that you get as many of these as quickly as you can. To make it fair, objectives no longer get locked out. You'll still get heaps of coins for securing an item or challenge first, but this reduces as more people collect it and will give out a flat 5 coins if you're 6th or below. The amount of coins you get for completing an item is shown by the yellow bar above the item itself. Some of these low bar items might still be worth a pretty penny if it means you can get a line completion, so I wouldn't sleep on them if I were you.
At the start of the game, you'll be given a bit of extra time to run around the starting disc and plan with your team. Once the game starts, you'll get an Elytra and firework rockets to gracefully and quickly glide from challenge to challenge. Throughout the game, you'll get a few more rockets as a top-up, so keep your eyes peeled for those. As always, you can find the full rules and scoring guide in the link in the description.
On to the rest of the games, and if I had to describe these maps in one word, it would be dirty. As we head into Dust Bowl for Parkour Tag and Medieval for Hole in the Wall.
If I had to describe the TGT2OS maps for this event in one word, it would probably be Trainraswalu Industries Dome?
Couldn't have put it better myself.
It's been a long month here at Nox Crew with the launch of MCC Island Season 2 and the upcoming super duper special Twitch Rivals and MC Championship Live, which you'll be able to find on stage at TwitchCon Las Vegas. More details about that event will follow, so stay tuned to our socials for more information on that.
And that concludes everything.
That concludes everything that you need to know for MCC 34 POG. Well, that's the update video. So let's dissect this thing one by one. So we got, MCC logo. So U2s, by the way, we'll see tomorrow. Well, today actually. And then MCC Island got, season 2 update. Still down though.
MCC Island currently down.
So yeah. Alright, let's get on to the first change ever that we are gonna...
Huge change.
Yep. Sandyland. Chests are MCC Island now. Well, for this map only, I suppose. So yeah, what do you guys think about this?
I am scared to see fruit berries in this game.
Yeah, honestly, with the amount Fruit Berries has played on MCCI, and he knows how to use all of these items really well. So the MCCI sweats are going to dominate, and Fruit Berries is going to dominate even more, which is kind of scary because he's already so insane. So honestly, it's going to be fun to watch. I feel like there'll be more top 10 plays, but I feel like games might last a bit longer because no one dies to the void as long as they have an orb. But in some ways that's a good thing, more PvP I guess. Yeah, I like the change. It makes it more like MCCI. So
yeah, I think
bridges the gaps.
There's a lot of people on MCC Reddit. It's like, why would you make this similar to MCC Island when they said oh yeah, we're gonna keep the two of them separated? But this map is not designed in any shape or form to be like any other Sky Battle maps that you see in the roster. So
yeah,
it is expected to have the change in MCC Island to be here. So yeah, it's just technicality. If that makes
some
sense.
people like it, some people don't, but that's how everything in life goes.
Yeah, and I think it's the UI changed already. Yeah, I think they said this is only for this map, right? Yes, it's only for this map, because what? In other, well, not other events, in other maps they have iron blocks and such, and a lot of these power-ups. So yeah, this is just only this map because it is the remix map at the end of the day. So
yeah, so I mean, we're probably gonna see more remixes on this map if they carry on playing it, which I love when they play it. I mean, somehow Fruit Berry still manages to get first every time, no matter what the remix is. So I don't think the remix adds a disadvantage or an advantage to other players. It just mixes up the games. It makes it more entertaining to see something new, and I like that.
yeah, because again, MCC needs to keep fresh in a way, even though yes, it sacrifices the originality and the line between Island and MCC, but marketing, pogs, it's like that.
Yay.
Anyway though, exciting part, Bingo But Fast has returned to Canon Events series. As they read there, it's a replacement for Lockout Bingo. Lockout Bingo, Bingo But Fast replaced Lockout Bingo, and this is the all new Bingo But Fast. Same as with Ace Race and everything. So you can see right there. So first change, by the way, health system and hunker system is removed. So
that's a good thing to see.
That's very good thing. Second, all the fireworks now accumulate. And see right there. So yeah, pretty nice. A little bit of a small change, I'd say. And if you want to know the bingo cards, here's the almighty new bingo card. So to go over this look quite bit, it is the same concept as the original Bingo But Fast. You are given 25 objectives. We call it objectives now, and you need to craft those items, craft more of those items. So you can see right there, 8 times diamond pickaxe. Good luck with that. Yeah. And then
So,
go ahead.
okay. So obviously this is pretty much traditional bingo, just in Minecraft. You get what you need. Some are harder. You get a bonus if you get it in a diagonal or straight line. So I feel like it's nice that we have bingo back. Bingo is such a staple just in the world in general. Everyone loves bingo, or at least they should. So yeah, it's nice to see that it's in again.
I am happy to see that we can finally see a little more variety in our team games. Because Sands and Gritters every MCC does get a little old, unfortunately.
Yeah, and obviously the speedrunners are gonna dominate this game, which
And also
interesting.
big improvements. Bingo Fast was a decent game, but now with all of these improvements, it definitely feels like a way more complete game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's unique challenges, unique objectives as well, which make this more interesting in a way. So yeah, I'm glad that they have this change now, I'd say, for Bingo But Fast. Since Bingo But Fast originally was just gallery items, and that's it.
Oh yeah, do you see? Look at the bottom right corner. Defeat a warden.
Defeat a warden. I mean,
Oh.
they have no help. They have no help system or anything. So
Yeah, good
jump
point.
crits.
That could be easy.
Yeah, jump crits all the way. So. But as Le Banana said, there are line bonuses, and I think they are the maximum of 12 line bonuses, with 4 having 200 coins, and this is per team, so any team could get 20, 200, and then 200, 200, 200. Oh, that tons of crack. It's not like lockout based or completion based type deal for the line bonuses.
Lines are very important.
Yep, so it requires strategies and also picking out the things that you need to do. Again, defeat the warden.
Yep.
Name a Fox CPK.
Yep, name of
But
Foxy.
dividing your teammates in ways to get as many objectives done and also as many lines as you can in the time.
Yeah, so it's gonna be all about strategies this time around, and it has that variety in a way that you see now in Bingo But Fast. So I'm glad that we have this change, I would say. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, anything else? It's the same good old bingo. We got 10 minutes, complete all the objectives as fast as possible, get lines, get paid, and yeah, pretty nice, pretty bulk indeed. And also to point out, there's progress bar at top as well, so there's no color system. Thank God for that. So yeah. Next up, we got Hole in the Wall in the medieval map. Right here, so MCC Island, you got feature on that. And then other maps, you can see if I scroll down. Parkour Tag is in the Dust Bowl. You see now more of the Dust Bowl, the new Dust Bowl now. So now it's more arrows than ever before, I would say. So yeah.
Yeah. This is a cool map. It's kind of complicated. A new player like Asian Canadian might struggle a bit, but it adds for some cool plays. It's a nice map.
Yeah. And medieval, even though it's the second hardest map, but it's all good, I'd say, to say the least. Okay, and then to get to the side, in just a bit, if we have to get to the side, of course, we got air terrain, terrestrial force, shallow lava. We don't know what terrestrial force tunnel is. Industry, siege, and to the dome. So
If it's anything to go off of, it's almost certainly number 2,
yeah,
based on what we've seen. In
know.
it's all of season 2 basically, and somewhat of season 3.
yeah. So it's just pretty, pretty average, cool maps.
Yep.
Some buildings, some electrifying, all that kinds of stuff. Nothing too exciting.
Surely we get ice
Definitely
boats
maps.
soon.
I suppose, yeah.
Ice
Anytime now.
Anytime now. Oh. And
The
yeah.
rocket launchers.
And yeah, the rest of the maps, the rest of the games are the same. Sense of Time is the same. Crypto Nurse, same deal. Just gonna be a new room or two. And yeah, that's the update video for you frogs out there.
So, pretty stacked update video. A lot to do with stuff not from MCC, like the U2s and MCCI, which is pretty cool to see in the update videos, but I don't get why those aren't separate videos. But you know, Nox Crew do what they do. Yeah, it's a pretty good update video. Controversial, of course. I like the changes, so but that's just me personally.
Yeah, we will have to see on the day itself. Well, tonight, I'd say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 24 seconds.
Yep. And yeah. Oh my. Yeah. That's all we have time for. Actually, we are gonna go back grinding. Well, I have to go back grinding to say the least for tonight's event. So, any last words from you guys?
Well, last two things I might as well point this out. So if you don't know if you want anything to do for MCC, there's always the MCC live show.
Yeah.
Run by Do. Discord. You can't actually sign up for this one, but we are now doing Central Game Nights, which is a lobbies thing on MCCI with 4 teams, and yeah.
And yeah, we have Central Game Nights. We're gonna be live streams. Well, a perspective, maybe my perspective on MCC. Well, I'm not gonna say if I sign up. Well, I signed up, but who knows? If it's me, I'm gonna do a perspective on here, and it's maybe some other members on MCC Central as well. It's just a casual, you know, MCC Island event. You know, hanging out with the lads, all that kinds of stuff. So yeah, it will be fun indeed. Be sure to join our Discord for that, as well as you see earlier with the predictions. So yeah.
Yeah, you can like get into videos if you're in the Discord, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we may have some more stuff as well in the future. So yeah, and Le Banana?
Okay, so it was a great stream. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure to join the Discord, subscribe, like to the channel, and you know, have a great day. It's almost MCC, enjoy it, and I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
Yep, and yeah, with that, enjoy MCC in the next couple hours time. If you want to watch me, MCC live show is on an hour earlier, well, 45 minutes earlier this time around. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye, guys.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye bye bye
Bye bye.